We're live at the TBC Media Studios. Zach Ewing, Trevor Horn, and Louis Amestoy has come in for a minute. He had a question. One of our Ridgeview guests is linebacker Chase Mears, who happens to be the nephew, right, of Casey Mears. And you were asked your motorsport of choice. Stock car racing, open wheel, motocross. I know you don't race anymore yourself, but you got to be into it a little bit, right?
Yeah, it would probably be motocross. You know, I have a 450 Yamaha, and me and my dad go riding all the time. And I haven't been racing in a while, but I'd like to get back into it.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Bandy wants you guys doing that.
Yeah,
not yet.
You wouldn't. Off season only. Yeah.
All right. Well, we are here with the undefeated Ridgeview Wolfpack, and that is Chase Mears, also Lawrence White, the quarterback, and Coach Chris Bandy. I guess Dennis Manning doesn't like us very much, or he's scared of us, or something.
He wanted me to tell you guys he misses you, but he
all right.
No,
maybe he figured it worked so well last week.
Himself talk.
It worked so well last week. He might as well stay away
why
again
jinx
this week.
it now?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Ridgeview, we mentioned, and I want to say something real quick, kind of a public service announcement that the Liberty Athletic Director Tim Davis asked me to share. Anybody with a central section pass, that is no good for this weekend. It will not get you in the games. He said he's gotten a lot of calls. I'll bet you Mark Thompson at Ridgeview has as well. You have to have a CIF State Gold pass to get into one of these games, or you pay your own way in. So that's your PSA. Anything that says central section on it will not be good this weekend. So anyway, Liberty plays 7:30 Friday night. Ridgeview plays 7:30 Saturday night against Narbonne out of the LA City section. They were the City section champion. This is the Division 1A Southern Cal Championship. And guys, we kind of did this with Kennedy and Liberty. We looked back at Friday first. But my God, Lawrence, section championships are old hat to you guys at this point, playing in those games, aren't they?
No, we still getting section hats, and that was the goal for the whole season. Mm-hmm. And just being able to achieve that, is a great pride, and we enjoyed it very much. And just to see the smiles on the younger kids' faces, and just knowing they're just saying, oh yeah, we won the section title and stuff like that. It's definitely makes it more, enjoyable.
Did he just say younger kids? I like that.
He's
a
veteran
seasoned
now.
vet
Veteran
right
presence,
there.
although not as much of a veteran presence as this guy who played in the Valley title game as a freshman. Lawrence, you didn't, did you, as a freshman? Didn't get there? Yeah, he's got that one on you. You can't make up for that one.
I'll never forget that.
So, Chase, you played as a freshman and won the section championship, then lost the title game as a sophomore.
Yep.
Won it again last year, won it this year. You couldn't have ended with a loss after all that, right? I mean, it had to be a win.
No way. It had to end with a win, my senior year. I just remember sophomore year, it was just heartbreaking losing that game, and it was nice to come out with a win on this one.
Coach, this is amazing. 5 in a row. I mean, you can have high expectations for your kids and still not expect that to be in 5 in a row and win 3 of them, can you?
No, I don't think when you go in year out, you expect that you're going to go to 5 in a row or anything like that. I mean, it's so hard to go to 1.
Right.
And we feel so fortunate to get to 1 every season. But yeah, we kind of talking about that as coaching staff. It's like you look back and it's pretty amazing what these guys have been able to do. I mean, and all the credit goes to the kids. They worked their tails off and put everything in action, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Not very many people can say they've been the 5 championships in a row.
That's
Chase,
right.
Last week we had Timmy Lele on, and he, like you, is a two-way starter now on defense. For you, I know you're a defensive first guy. Last week's game was, to me, an absolutely phenomenal performance by you guys defensively. You had the 4 turnovers, 3 of them directly resulted into touchdowns, and the last one was Jalen Prevost taking that 99-yarder back on the pick 6. For you, how much did that solidify you guys, knowing that you're a dominant force and you guys have a great chance to really play well Saturday night one more time?
Knowing that we have a very dominant defense, it's nice going into this game because they have a lot of athletes on their team. Narbonne's they're just really athletic, physical like us, and we're gonna have to play a really good game.
Yep.
Lawrence, last year's game, the regional game, was where sort of the dream ended, and it ended prematurely for you. I know at the injury. Has it been? And I know you said the Valley title was goal number 1. But has it been in the back of your head to get back here and kind of make up for that in some ways?
Yeah, definitely in a way. I didn't like going out like that, and I kind of felt like, I let my team down. And going into this game, I just feel like, I have to be there and lead my team, and do the best that I can at doing it. And I just don't want that feeling again, and I'm gonna do everything in my will in order to not get that feeling again.
Ridgeview's 13-0, and Chris, I'm gonna mess the final score up. It was like 55-41 or something like that. I mean, it was a track meet down at Redlands East Valley last year. Yeah. Narbonne has the capability, as do you guys, of making it that kind of game again. Do you see that? Do you hope it doesn't turn into that? I mean, what are your thoughts on what this game can be?
I mean, I always hope it doesn't turn into that, because we'd like to get on somebody early and take advantage of that. But they're talented. I mean, they have skill guys. They have big linemen. They have a great tradition. So I think it very well could be an exciting game like that. I feel confident that we're going to score points because, we got great leadership with these two guys. Because
when have you not scored points? It's been like 2 years since.
But they're fast. I mean, they're fast on defense, offense. So it's going to be a great test. But, like you guys were talking about defense, our defense is, consistently every week been able to turn the ball over. And I think that's been key for us. And they're going to have to do that again this week. We have, our strength is our a lot of people talk about how great we are on offense, but really our strength is being able to create turnovers on defense and getting the ball back for our offense. And that's what we've been able to do all year. So we're going to need that again this week.
To that point, sometimes turnovers are deflected passes or fumbles that bounce the right way for you or whatever. When you talk about forcing turnovers, what you're really talking about is trying to wreak havoc and hope they make a mistake, right?
Absolutely. I think one of our philosophies on defense is we put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And we can do that because we got guys like Lawrence that can cover guys for 4 or 5 seconds, man to man. And that creates a lot of pressure on offensive line to protect the passer. And we got great guys up front that can get after the quarterback, and we have great cover guys. And that's a great thing to have. That's a real luxury to have on defense. So we're aggressive. I mean, we're aggressive on offense, defense, special teams. And I think it's played out really well for us, so why stop now? Yeah.
Lawrence can cover a guy as well as anybody in the central section. But
and by the way, 4 or 5 seconds is covering
it's ridiculous.
Is more like 8 seconds on a bowl, that sort of thing. I mean, it's tough to do, yeah.
Well, but for Lawrence, I mean, I like the fact that he's going to college to play, in the secondary. Was the play of the game for you guys that hit that he put on Lamore's quarterback? Because for me, I look back at that play where he kind of scampered out and he went about 12, 15 yards, and he was right there at about the 40, and Lawrence just came out and went, "No, you stay there." And it was this thump hit where I went, okay, that's where Lawrence can hit. Do you guys remember that play, Lawrence? Do you remember that play and kind of how that felt? And you were like, okay, this feels good to hit somebody else?
To be honest, I really didn't even know how the hit was. I just thought I tackled him until I heard the crowd go ooh, and I'm thinking like, what are they going ooh for? Until I watched film and then I actually seen the hit, and I'm like, okay, well maybe it was a little ooh.
There you go.
I'm just at the end of the day, just trying to make plays for the team, and that's about it.
I want to pose a question to the three of you. Chase, we'll start with you. Last year you had to travel down, about 2.5, 3 hours actually down to Redlands. But here you guys are, a Saturday, college-like atmosphere. The night before, everybody's going to be at Liberty watching that game, and the entire city of Bakersfield is going to be keyed on you guys Saturday night. Chase, just talk about what this means to be at home, to have this moment, to gear up for it, and know that that place is going to be as packed as probably since that BHS game at home last year.
It means a lot. It puts a lot of pressure on us, but it's going to be awesome seeing all the fans there, like the whole town of Bakersfield being there, and it just means a lot towards the team because we work so hard for this, and our season shows it, and it means a lot to us. It really does.
Lawrence, for you, be in this moment, especially how, like we said, the year ended for you prematurely, for you to be back in this moment and geared up and ready to lead this team again.
Definitely, and I'm just, just kind of try to take it all in. This is my last year, and I just want to enjoy it, and I might never get this again. Well, I'm never going to get this again. So, just going out with my team and, no matter the outcome, I'm proud of my team and I've told them that, and, we just got to go out there and fight and, just do what we do, play Ridgeview football, and then the rest will handle itself.
Chris, I mean, for you to be able to lead these guys and be out there on the field and kind of watch them. I mean, you've seen the sport. You and Rich have been together for years doing this kind of stuff, before at Foothill and now at Ridgeview. To have this moment at home on the bigger stage away from the section and kind of play for Bakersfield. What does that mean?
I think it's great. Bakersfield's such a great football town. Like I said, everybody's going to be at Liberty. I'll be there watching, supporting them. They're going to come to our game. And when Bakersfield's one of those towns that everybody rallies around each other when facing the outside forces, so to speak. And you guys were at Redlands last year. You know how insane that place was.
That was
Go talk to Lewis about
I gotta
what
say
he
that was one of the more vicious crowds. I mean,
Yeah, it was
every
visceral.
road crowd
Yeah.
is, but they were downright mean.
Well, and it's funny too because Lewis is from that region. He
Yeah.
was just flabbergasted.
I was born in Redlands. I thought they'd never treat me like that. Come on. But Zach was in the booth with me too. It was. I mean, we were like,
Yeah, I felt,
how we getting out of this
let's
place?
bunker down. Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I hope our school's like that too. I mean, maybe not to the extreme that they were, but I hope at Ridgeview it's one of those atmospheres that people talk about for years, because our student body's been great, our admin's been great, the town's been great, supportive of us. So I don't think that's going to change. Now it's just you had the whole Bakersfield element. Like you said, Saturday night, everybody's got a chance to come, so come out and let's make it crazy and make Narbonne a little nervous when they get to town. I hope it's cold and foggy and all those Bakersfield elements to make them uncomfortable. But
Well, let's get into that Narbonne team. I know they have 6 guys that are verbally committed to D1 programs, 2 to Arizona, 2 to UNR. O-lineman UCLA going down the list, another guy going to Colorado State. For you, what have you seen on film that you're going to see Saturday night?
They're extremely talented physically. They got speed like we have, maybe a little even more speed. They don't go two ways. They're one-way guys. They have a lot of size and strength. So it's going to be a test. But I know one thing. I know our guys have tremendous heart and battle in them. I mean, they don't give up at all. They've faced a lot of adversity, many of them for 3 or 4 years. So I know we're going to be ready. I know, we've had a great week of practice. We've been loose and having fun, but taking care of business. And it's going to be a great test. I mean, they have so much tradition, and they're a perennial power down there. So I think it's a great test to our program, where we're at, where we've come from, to measure up against and see how we can do and bounce back from last year at this point and see if we can get the job done.
Lawrence, for you, I mean, I think for me, watching you over the last 2 years, it kind of culminated with you after the game was over, when you were kind of just single-handedly pulling a couple of those Lemoore guys away and just say, hey, boy, keep your head up. You got a lot of good things coming to you. For me, that's the leadership that you've shown to me over the last 2 years. Is that what you're kind of giving away to these guys? You had that moment where you guys were on the bench. It was you and Jamar and Darius kind of up there, kind of playing to the crowd and having fun and enjoying that moment. How much of that are you going to take towards tomorrow night and realize that, hey, man, this is still high school football, and it's still an opportunity to have one more day with the opportunity to play another game with your friends and your brothers?
Oh, man, I mean, it's going to mean a lot to me. This season was never about me. This season, it was just trying to be a leader, and being the best leader I can be. And, I'm so proud of my teammates, man. They fought hard starting for Chase. He didn't expect playing lineman, going into the season, but, he did it for the team and stuff like that. And so, going into Saturday, I'm going to just, just like I said again, just take it all in and, just enjoy every moment of it, and just, because I'm going to miss it. And that's all I can really say about it.
I mean, obviously for you too, Chase, you're gonna soak this one last. I mean, this is the last time you're gonna play at home ever in high school. So, are you soaking this moment in?
Yeah, I mean, throughout all those JV games that me and Lawrence played, from our first game, you never think it would come to an end. I mean, you knew it would come to an end, but just the thought seemed so far away, and now we're finally here, senior year, and one last game at home, and it's gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna soak it all in.
Chris,
I'm
he's
pumped,
got a better
guys. I want to go play right now.
Okay. And by the way, Chris, he's got a better beard than you.
I know, totally.
Oh, yeah.
I never matched that.
He's got a better beard than
This
both
took
of
me,
us.
this took me 41 years to get.
Never shaved a day in your life.
I know, right?
How long does it take, and maybe it's easier for you guys because you did it last year, to shift your focus from the Valley game and celebrating that accomplishment before you can turn your focus to the next opponent and a very good team?
Go ahead, Coach.
I think the way we focus and the way we handle things is, we do whatever we can throughout the week to give ourselves the best chance to win. and that's what we've always preached. And it doesn't matter what game it is. It's just do whatever we can, prepare, and give ourselves a chance to win a game. And if we've done that, whether it's the first game, the last game, then we can be proud of ourselves, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. Obviously, it's hard not to notice that this is a state game and everything, but with all the interviews, all the attention to media, but at the end of the day, it's a football game, and it's 11 on 11, and show up and see what happens.
Lawrence, what were you going to say?
We knew after the Valley game, what was going to happen. We just didn't know who we were going to play, and then it started Monday. Everybody's talking about, okay, Valley's over with. We have another game now, and everybody has been, it really this week has brought out a lot of, surprised me a lot. We have a lot of teammates, watching film, doing extra stuff like that, and it just shows, it shows me that they really want to win, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to win, and that's definitely what you want to see, as just a player, just everybody on the same page. We all have the same mindset, and once you have that, it's pretty hard to stop a team like that.
Chase, we mentioned it early, Fourth Valley title game for you. I'm going to give you the final word here. What does this mean for you, for the program, and just for the team?
The guys look up to me, especially the younger guys, some of the seniors, kind of like Lawrence. But
it's the beard.
It's
It's the beard.
Fourth Valley game, it's over with, and we came on a win, but it means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family, and just towards the whole program. I'm happy I was blessed to come to this school, and it's just a blessing.
Yeah, it's amazing to say, considering the history of the school. If you go back 10, 15 years, this is the power in Bakersfield and Kern County football right now, and especially this year. 13-0. Congratulations on everything, guys, and good luck Saturday night.
Thank you.
7:30 Saturday night, Ridgeview will host Narbonne of Harbor City. Coach Chris Bandy, Lawrence White, and Chase Mears. I almost called you Casey. That would have been I can't do that. Hey, good luck, guys, and we'll see you Saturday night.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Hey, we got one segment left on BVarsity Live. We'll talk a little bit of state championships, and Trevor and I will give our predictions right after this.